FlamesNation Citizens, we are back here in the Oodle Noodle Studio, but more so, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. I was always here.
You were always here.
Didn't leave.
I'm back. I am so excited to be back. I missed you.
I missed you.
I missed you.
Hold hands.
Oh.
You can't see between the camera, but we're holding hands.
We're holding hands.
Oh, you're a world globetrotter lately. First Edmonton, then Vancouver. But I have to say, following along, Vancouver looked a hell of a lot cooler for the whole round trip. Everything you did in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah. It was like a shorter trip. Maybe that's the key. Maybe I just need to go places in like short bursts.
Yeah,
so
never
I don't
spend 5 days in Edmonton.
No.
Boom.
But no, I was in Vancouver to see the queen herself, Miss Beyonce. Beyonce Knowles.
The single ladies.
Well, Beyonce Carter, Miss Carter.
Did she change her name?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what the legal thing is, but she just goes by Beyonce, and it was like, pardon my French, fucking incredible. Like, it was the best show I've ever seen.
That's a big statement, because you've seen a lot of shows, I'm guessing.
Lots. Like hundreds of shows, but I have never seen anything like that in my life. It helped that I was like 5 feet away from Beyonce, but
yeah, your tickets were awesome.
They were very expensive, but very much worth the money. Like, at first when I bought the tickets, I was like, wow, this is a lot. But then after the experience, I'm like, I would do that again, like, hands down.
Okay, we'll get to how much you spent in a minute, because I do want to ask about that. But the overall experience, best concert of your life, that's a big statement.
Best concert of my life.
What about the concert made it the best? Because I know, and like you've seen, probably, it'd be like me saying the best hockey game I've seen in my life. You've seen thousands of shows, both big and small. What made it that?
The caliber of entertainment. And like, me as an artist and musician, I look at shows at like big or small. I look at them from a different kind of lens. I'm looking at like the production elements and stuff like that too. And like, everything was so tight, and there is no such thing as like a wrong note for Beyonce.
No, she's the queen.
Like, but like, you have you seen like her Coachella performance on Netflix or whatever?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'd have to ask my husband if I've seen it.
It's very, very good. But you think, oh, it's on Netflix. Like, it's probably like, they tune the vocals. It's super cinematic because it's Netflix.
Yeah.
No, it's like that at every show.
Is there any tuning going on, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
She's that pitch perfect?
I think so.
Look at me drop that reference.
Because, well, I mean,
I'm
like,
pretty much in the industry, so
that's
what we say, pitch perfect.
There's moments where I was like, she's got to be lip syncing. Like, there's no fucking way. But then she would like tap on the microphone, and I'd be like, that microphone is on, baby.
If you're up close, you can tell.
Oh yeah,
because you just have to watch the performer to see.
Oh yeah, like my jaw was on the floor the whole time. I bawled. I cried when she came out. Like, I was the cringiest fangirl you ever did see.
Can we talk about your outfit?
I mean, the outfit was something.
Oh my God. Was that a Beyonce outfit? Like, was that tailored after her? Or was that your own version? Her
theming for this most previous album, like, she's all like decked out in like a disco cowboy hat on a disco ball horse, and like, it's very yeehaw. I feel like everybody's yeehaw these days.
She's so Calgary.
Oh, very Calgary.
Yeah,
no, she's from Houston.
I know, but like, it's Calgary.
I know, right? But
Houston's new Calgary.
I was like, okay, so I whipped that outfit together in like a couple days. My friend Sean made it for me, who is a local drag artist here in town.
Okay.
Smother Teresa, go see a performance. But yeah, whipped it together in a couple days because I was like, well, I could use assless chaps for many different things.
Oh yeah, there's so many opportunities to wear assless chaps around, isn't there?
Yeah, so I was like,
also,
why not?
All chaps are assless. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Like calling them.
It's a pet peeve because I used to wear them for horse riding when I was a Western rider.
Yeah,
back in my day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, and they're all assless.
I know, but I just like saying it though.
I know.
But yeah,
it looks sexy.
Thank you. The cheeks were out for the boys, but I guess just like the gays at that
because there are no straight men, single straight men. Beyonce.
There was
you should go.
That whole album was based off ballroom culture, not like ballroom dancing, but like Vogue, like ballroom stuff. Like, so that whole album was based off of that culture, and it definitely translated in the live performance too. And I was just like living my fantasy for her entire 3-hour show. She didn't have an opener.
Oh wow.
3 hours of Beyonce.
And well, she has the catalog to like support 3 hours and
God,
beyond.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Ooh, good job. That's
Yeah.
fun. Okay, so earlier you said I've never spent so much on tickets.
Oh God.
What does a ticket up close to Beyonce where you can smell her? How does that put a person back these days?
I will preface this by saying that the tickets that I bought were not the top of the line VIP experience. It wasn't. There was a like a level above me, and those tickets you had on stage risers. So on either end of the stage, there's 2 sections, but you're only getting like a side view of what's going on. So it's like, okay, whatever. The tickets that I bought,
so
they cost me, oh fuck, people are gonna judge me.
Just say it.
$2,000 a
Holy
ticket. $2,000 a ticket, Lyle. Like, there's some privilege there. I will own that. But here's the thing. I was like, girl math. I paid for them like months ago. So the show's like technically free. That's how girl math works.
I saw that video the first time today. Is that the girl math when she's like, it's free because I had cash?
Yeah. Cash equals free. If it's not coming out of my checking account or my
MasterCard,
my God. It's free.
No, girl. No, it's not.
It's free
Here's
for me.
the thing. I will give you this.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have a question. Do you regret the spend?
Not at all.
Then it was worth it.
Not at all. I'm an experience kind of girl. Like,
me too.
I mean, I'm a shopper for sure, but experience
really?
wise, I will pay good money for the best experience ever, whether it's a trip or a concert or like, I don't care.
Okay, I like it. I support you in this, by the way. I think you did tell me this earlier. I just need to bring it up for the listeners to hear.
I know. Okay, but then
I knew damn well how much you spent.
I asked you the question though, because what would you spend $2,000 a ticket on?
That's a good question. So
also, I bought 2 tickets, so
Kiki owes you the world.
Yeah, my sister owes me the world, but that's okay.
Yeah, she's a lucky sister.
Yeah.
What a cool experience for the two of you, though.
Oh God, I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Yeah, you'll never. That'll be a memory, a core memory.
Core memories for sure.
Yeah. Okay. What would I spend $2,000 on? Probably. I think we've talked about this. Would be the Stanley Cup Finals on a road game. Like if it was a chance
on a road game.
Well, okay. Sorry, I'll preface this. If it was in Calgary, the ticket will be $2,000 for a good ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Stanley Cup Final where the Flames have a chance to hoist the cup.
Well, I think you're probably going to be paying more than $2,000 a ticket, but
yeah, so here's the thing. We never said a dollar amount. We just said we will pay whatever we have to.
I'm taking out a loan.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what? You got money for a rainy day.
Yeah.
I'll exercise my privilege and say I can drop the money to get to the game.
Yeah.
But let's just say Calgary's playing Florida or somewhere deep south like back in 2004 against Tampa.
Yeah.
It would be just as cheap to go down there, pay the US ticket price and stay in a hotel, flights as it would be to probably get your hands on a really good Flames ticket in Calgary.
Yeah.
It about equal because they don't really inflate the prices quite like we do because our fan base is nuts here.
But you never know.
But they don't.
They don't.
Unless you were
like they just not give that much of a shit.
There's just not that big of a draw.
Yeah.
There's a big fan base, but like they're not reselling crazy. If it was a place like Toronto,
dare I say the ticket would be like,
I wouldn't be. Then I couldn't probably afford it. I'd have to sell my condo.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that. That'd be silly.
I'd much rather go to some bar, get like nice and smashed with my friends and just like do the thing like from the comfort of wherever you want to be.
And then if the game's in Calgary, I'm paying whatever to go because I'm not going to let it happen next door.
I'm just going to bang down the door and be like, let me in, please.
I would be Harvey's handler that day if I had to be. I'll do anything to do that.
You will wipe up Harvey's drool that day.
I will. I would do it wherever he
wanted. Pick up the poop with the poop bags.
But I would not sit in. I would do anything for Harvey, but I would not sit in press level probably. I'd just pay the money to not be in press level.
You wouldn't sit in the PLs?
No.
Apparently all the best shit goes down in the PLs.
Not for a Stanley Cup hoisting event.
But what if that is all you could get?
Well, then sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's about it.
You would slum it in the PLs. We are privileged. We need to recognize that
I would go. I just would want to pay more to be a little bit lower.
You want to at least see the puck.
Yes, exactly. And by then, who knows? The next time the Flames are in a cup situation, it's probably going to be a new arena. I'm just going to be a predictor there.
Oh yeah. Also, I do want to mention, like, I have never been to a stadium show before.
No,
Except for like the Beyonce show. That was my first time. I was like, wow, this is like mucho different. Like the caliber of what can be done in a stadium versus an arena is it's massively different. Like, and then it makes me think, what is like how big of a caliber are we actually going to be able to hold in the new arena, right? Like, because it's going to be a big, beautiful thing for sure, but I don't think it's going to be like stadium quality.
No, but you'll get like a lot of these big name artists will do a stadium tour and they'll do a arena tour. They're very different shows too.
Oh, incredibly different. Yeah. And I'd never experienced that before until last week. And it was like, it was wild.
BC Place is nice, eh?
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had a BC Place.
Yeah.
Or even like a half a BC Place, because it's beautiful.
I was talking to some of the staff there and they were saying that the week previous with the Ed Sheeran concert, that was maybe the biggest attendance that they had, because you think of like a stage on one end of an arena or a stadium, you're like cutting off sections of seats, right? But with the Ed Sheeran concert, it's literally just a center circular stage. So that entire arena is full to the brim. So there was 65,000 people.
It's crazy.
Like
that's Taylor Swift shit right there.
Yeah, and Ed Sheeran doesn't have a band. It's just him and his guitar.
And his red hair.
And his beautiful red hair.
Do you think the carpet matches the drapes of Ed Sheeran? I've often wondered that.
Probably. He's a tried and true redhead. Like I don't even think he like zhuzhes it up to make it a bit more spicy of a red. It's just like it's in his blood kind of thing. But
I think he just gets out of bed and that's his hair.
Yeah, I don't even think he does the typical, like, a little bit of a shake and then he brushes his teeth and he's on his way.
Yeah, he's not blow drying it. Like, you don't get this.
No, not the nice quaff you've got going over here. But so Vancouver was cool.
Back to your question, I don't think there's much else that I could think of that I'd spend $2,000 a ticket on.
No?
Plane tickets, different. Those are easy to spend $2,000 on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just also like a concert nerd.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I recommend? Don't add it all up.
Oh, I didn't.
You don't. There's no point. You know the $2,000 for the ticket. That's what you'll remember. But then some people are like, oh, I've seen this trend.
Do you want to know how much the shirt was?
$56.
$70.
Fuck.
And I had to buy two of them. One for me, one for my sister. Fuck. What is happening with concerts these days? But I'm the sucker who just keeps spending the money.
I also thought I was being ridiculously high at 56.
I know.
Oh, Lord.
But it was the thing, we were looking at it. We were like kind of side-eyeing it. We were like, oh, that's really expensive. And they were like, oh, but we can't buy it online. And we're here. So I was just like, I just slammed the card down. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Just do
you
it.
can't spend $2,000 on the ticket and then be like,
not get the t-shirt.
$76?
Yeah.
No, that's outrageous.
Yeah, I'm not going to get the t-shirt like at all, right? No. But it was pricey. But you know what? I think dare I say a life-changing performance for me at least.
Did you leave inspired as an artist?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's worth $2,000 right there.
I was like,
or $4,000 if you
there's
count
no way.
Kiki's amount.
She literally, well, yeah, there was $4,000 and then $140 for 2 t-shirts. Then we had to drive there, but we're not adding it up. Remember?
Priceless.
Priceless.
It's an Instagram ad, a MasterCard ad from 1995. That like it's just too crowded.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's Vancouver and surrounding area. It's just so dense that like you can't even tell when one, we'll call it a town. Is Abbotsford a town or a city? A city. Okay. Yeah. When one ends and one begins, it all just like meshes into each other. And it's like, I couldn't handle that. There's no separation.
Yeah, I don't love it for a few reasons. One, I don't like the Vancouver Canucks. But two, every time I've been there, and I've been there in the summertime, it's lovely. I find the people a bit crankier. It gets really like they don't have much sun throughout the year, so I feel like I don't know. It's a different vibe. I'll tell you that much. It's a little bit hippie in the area, and there's some of those hippies are nice, but then some people are just cranky. I was walking on Granville Island
Yeah.
And I held the door open. You know, that awkward, like 2 or 3 seconds we have to wait.
Yeah.
I was in no rush. I was getting
I
coffee.
always hold the door open
I do
for people.
too.
Always.
And I do it happily.
Yeah.
And this lady deadpans me as she didn't rush in, which was fine. She deadpans, looks at me and goes, "You're not from here."
Oh,
I was
you're like, oh, maybe I'm gonna slam this door on your face.
No, I was just so thrown off by that because I was like, here's my, humble small town central
trying to be
Alberta kid
nice.
living in Calgary going, like, what? Anyways.
She could have just said thank you and gone on with her day
Then
instead of being a crotchety old lady.
Then my day gets worse.
Oh, God.
I get my coffee and my croissant. And this fucking seagull
Oh, God.
attacks me for it, thinking I'm going to drop it. So, like a man, I grabbed it harder and I ran.
So you got into a
And I
fight
probably
with
went,
the
"Wah!"
wildlife?
Well, because the seagull was aggressive. He was trying to make me drop my croissant. And and anyways, that's my Vancouver
The
story.
wildlife in Vancouver are dicks.
That specific trip, I landed on a Thursday, flew out on a Sunday, and we did not see the sun until we took back up over the clouds to get home to Calgary.
Well, that's weird because when I was there in April for the
springtime
for the Louis Capaldi show. Shocker, I was there for a concert.
Yeah.
It was beautifully sunny.
Yeah, which is rare, that's all.
I was like, okay. But yeah, I don't know. I still if I had to rate like Edmonton versus
Yeah, I was gonna say on a scale of 0 to Edmonton, what do you
Yeah.
rank Vancouver?
Yeah, above Edmonton, but still just not my fave.
Okay.
Like it's still a beautiful place. There's still so many good things about Edmonton and Vancouver. I'm trying to be super positive here. I love Edmonton because of the water park. Okay.
We already made your top 5 list of Edmonton,
I know.
it was not a great top 5.
I
But
know, but Vancouver can be beautiful. Like, and I love being by the
absolutely.
water. So
Okay.
I don't know. We will see. But I do think that. So I went to Beyonce, but there is another song that was literally stuck in my head, and I think that I need to share it with you. Do you have it there? Oh boy. Oh,
Taste the biscuit.
here we go.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
If you haven't heard this song,
I had not heard this song until now.
this is blowing up on TikTok right now, and it is plaguing my mind. Don't get your honey sauce on me.
I don't like
How
the
does one
way
go to
it tastes
Beyonce and then
with
have
my
this in their
chicken
head
wings.
after?
It's how powerful Taste the
TikTok
Biscuit
is.
is.
Taste the
This song is
biscuit.
12 years old, by the way.
12 years old by
Taste the
Toaster and Moose.
biscuit.
And they're like playing this in like a
Taste the
department store.
butter Taste the
Do
goodness
yourself a
of
favor and go on
biscuit
YouTube
with
right
the
now and look
butter
up
spread.
Taste the Biscuit.
It actually improves your
Get
mood.
butter spread all on me.
Yeah, if you're having a shitty
I
day,
don't like the way it
You can,
mixes with my mac and
like,
cheese.
tell me this isn't a bop.
Yeah,
'Cause when you're at KFC,
I don't understand how
you
this
got
is in
that
your head
special
from
sauce
Beyonce, but that's the
for
power
my
of TikTok right there.
curiosity.
And this is the information, the valuable information that China's gathering on us right now.
Yeah, they're like, these North
Oh, what
American
a
idiots.
deal. A big old box, it's all for me.
We're all singing about biscuits and butter
my
spread.
God.
Like I swear that song. I was singing it nonstop yesterday
That is
and
catchy.
getting angry at myself, being like, why am I doing this? But Toaster and Moose, they got me.
And when you first played it and I didn't see the video,
You were like, what?
I
is
thought
this?
it was a parody of some kind. And then you watch the performance and she's trying.
she's in it.
That is a full on, like they are doing a music video.
Oh yeah. She's in it to win it. And like I think that's what I love the most about it too, is that she's given her the entire time and like living her fantasy. She is Beyonce in that moment, singing Taste the Biscuit. But yeah, do yourself a
Live-
favor.
This is live from the Los Banos Toasters and Biscuit. This is
No,
looks like
Toaster and Moose.
Toasters and Moose. Sorry, Toasters and Moose. That's the name of the store they're doing.
No,
They're
I
in.
thought that was the name of the
Oh,
group.
I don't know. Okay.
No, because she says, take it away, Moose.
Wait, we didn't get to the part where it's like do 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 do.
Yeah. His little keyboard solo. It's just about. So yeah, mood booster of the day, I guess. Go Taste a Biscuit.
Yeah.
But I hear somebody else has been tasting some sort of biscuit
Oh
lately.
my gosh. Have you followed along the Babcock
Babcock.
drama?
I've only caught like a little bit of it,
no
but it
drama.
seems a
You
little
don't want no drama.
no drama. Seems spicy.
Yeah. Okay. So this all dropped on Spit and Chicklets.
Oh Lord.
And Biz Nasty broke
Well,
the story that, and this is apparently not something that was brand new, but it broke, and it's been clearly it was true enough in the form of and common enough that the organization let him go. He was
which
making
is wild. This is wild.
This all happened very fast. It was a very uncomfortable press conference.
Ugh, I'm gonna have to look this up later.
Yeah, you should. But basically, the guy was firing the GM's like, yeah, many of you who are against this hire were probably right.
Can you imagine?
That's a pretty bold statement. But anyways, we haven't been. So he was making the players stream their phone onto his like office TV is the allegations that haven't really been proven, not so much. Some players said, it wasn't so bad. Other ones were like, yeah, maybe pretty uncomfortable. And I don't know why. I think we'll never know why.
They're uncomfortable because they probably got some nudies on there.
Of course they do. You don't think these players
do yourself a favor, keep them in a different folder.
And you know what? They are professionals. They should know that.
Yeah.
But they might not be expecting to have to show this.
What if they had a fresh nudie that they hadn't been able to store?
Yeah, like one from that morning or something on their own, maybe even. I don't know.
Maybe they had like, hear me out. What if they had a weird mole in a not so friendly place and that they needed to take advice. Maybe they needed to take a picture of it and you never know. I think it's just safe to say don't go scrolling willy-nilly on anybody's camera roll.
I always ask permission if someone gives them their phone and be like, yeah, scroll my trip. I'll go, okay, is there any spot I should stop? And oh no, I have kids.
Yeah. But like people like that's common practice with like me and my friends too. It's like if I give you my phone and I show you my phone, I say, look at this photo.
Which usually,
I've done so many times. And usually you say, am I able to swipe?
Yes,
and I say yes or no, right? Like
I always ask for consent. Consensual swiping.
Consensual swiping. Consent is sexy, right?
Content is sexy.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike Babcock was.
I don't think he's from a different time. He
wasn't asking for consent.
Maybe he just wasn't using all of his brain in those inquiries. Maybe. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's just so innocent that he's just like, oh, I just want to learn more about the players and their families.
No.
And you think that he was digging?
I don't think he was digging to use it against me. Here's my theory, and this is just a theory. I have no idea. I think if I was to think about that old style coaching, it was probably
he wanted to find dirt.
No, it was probably a character reference of some kind. Like, show us into your life. It's a good chance to like get to know the guy. Oh, this is my wife. We just got married.
But also, you can see that on social media.
And that's me being awfully kind. And that might not be it. It might have been just really to see if the guy's at the trouble and if he's going to be a nuisance for the media or for leaks or anything. I don't know. Either way, it couldn't have been that well intentioned, and it had to have come off wrong enough and enough players beyond just Biz Nasty that it was like, all right, this guy's got to go.
That is, oh man, you got to be so careful these days. Like that's. Like I'm trying every time we talk about anything controversial ever on this show, I'm always trying to like see every side of the story and just be like, okay, let's try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt here. Let's look at all the facts. But like,
yeah, you're very balanced that way.
I try. Yeah. I really try to be. Yeah. But the thing is that like, here, let's just see for an example. I'm not going to show anything, but let's just open my phone right now. I'm going to go on.
This would have been great to have this TV on right now.
We're not doing that. Okay, I'm scrolling. I'm seeing a selfie. I'm seeing Beyonce pictures. Oh, maybe that probably shouldn't be on a television. But like, yeah, you do a nice little scroll, and there's. But like, it's you do it. Do you have it just family like content, like stuff that somebody could say, let me get to know you, Lyle. Scroll through your camera roll.
No, mine's all real estate stuff.
Real estate stuff, or like maybe random screenshots.
Oh, Beakerhead. Oh, global news. Nothing.
I have a picture of a bedazzled inhaler on my phone. So it's like there's just like a lot of random stuff, but
I have some dinners on here.
But who knows? I've had to do the whole I got to take a picture of something to show to somebody to see is this medically correct.
Yeah, and you're also in the dating world right now, so you should be sending some
fun
ads out there,
fun photos.
Yeah,
right.
Some
get
feelers.
to know you photos.
Yeah, I'm bored and married, so
well,
I just mostly text.
Send a fun
Clients.
photo. Do it for me. Just send a fun photo of today or something. Just be like,
To you?
no, to your lovely partner.
He would be like, what what is this? What is this?
He'd be like, here's my tushy.
Yeah,
Like,
I see that every day. Why do I need to see it on my phone?
why do I need to see it on my phone? Well, I don't know. I just think it's such a, we live in such a different time now. And
we sure do.
like, it's just
It
strange.
was the worst of times. It was the best of times.
Sure was. My God. Well, there's lots going on in hockey world, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about this is hockey's back, baby. And
Woo!
it's Babcock season right now, and we're getting this in. Do you know much about Mike Babcock?
I'm gonna tell you right. I throw myself under the bus on every single episode. You ask me all these hockey things. I'm like, I got no clue.
But then I thought, how can I, like, you know, you're so creative and you're so talented.
I feel like there's a butt
And
coming
I was like,
along
there's
here.
no butt.
Okay.
There might have been a butt on those phones.
Woo!
What? Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the
Taste the
goodness of
biscuit.
the biscuit.
Spread the butter on my biscuit. No. Now that's in my head too, and I had
You're
never
welcome.
heard that song until I showed up at the studio today.
Yep.
I wanted to find a creative way to just, you know, really explain Mike Babcock's career to you, so that when you leave here, you know it.
Okay.
And-
I'm ready for lay the butter sauce on me.
Yeah,
right
right.
now.
So I just wanted to put a little bit of background music on for this.
Oh gosh. Should I be scared? I don't.
No.
A song? A Babcock song?
It's not even a song. It's just a story. This one's called Mike Babcock, professional coach, mediocre player, and a lover of streaming phones onto his office TV.
Oh.
His coaching career began in the humble program of Red Deer College. Years later, he was quickly promoted to the WHL, back to college, back to the WHL, back to college.
So he did this.
Yes. But the American Hockey League came calling for Mike Babcock.
Oh.
He answered. 2 years later, in the AHL, he started hearing the sounds of quack, 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 quack. A few seasons after playoff disappointments and heartbreak in the Anaheim, he was a real life. What's that coach's name again? Gordon Bombay, maybe?
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
After a few heartbreaking seasons, the Red Wings came calling. He was there for a bit, didn't go great either. Okay.
Oh God.
And then back to Canada he goes, to that microscope of the market, Toronto.
Tiny.
Yeah. Much like Drake, he made bank. $3 million a year as a coach. Sought to be one of the highest paid coaches of the time. Anyways, in Maple Leaf fashion, nothing really happened. And then on November 19th, 2019, the Leafs had just lost 6 straight games. And all of a sudden, it was reported that it was a toxic work environment.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure there was reasons. I just couldn't find them. Anyways, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Mike wasn't done there. No siree, Bob. He landed a job at the prestigious University of Saskatchewan.
Oh boy.
Straight from Toronto. Now, the Prairies didn't kill him or his determination. A few years later, he was going to be Johnny's new daddy
New daddy.
in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep.
Fire that cannon, baby.
Oh boy.
10 weeks after landing that job, though, what we just talked about happened, and is nasty on Spit and Chicklets released this next one. And that's the end, where I asked my question to you, that timing.
That timing was beautiful.
Is this the end of Mike Babcock's career?
I don't know.
After all
maybe
you just
he'll-
heard?
That was stunning, by the way.
You're welcome.
That you took me on a journey.
Do you feel like you know Mike Babcock now?
I feel like I
Yeah.
do. I feel like he's had a really
I-
tumultuous past.
I also needed background music to really set the tone, because I feel like that's some ups and downs, man.
Yeah, that was
Back to college.
That's a roller coaster. The Babcock roller coaster.
So what do you think? Is it done? Is that
No, I think he's gonna pop up in like another couple years.
it? Where does he go from here?
Oh, I don't
From-
know.
From the University of Saskatchewan. Where's he going back
What
to?
if he goes to like Florida or somewhere fun?
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Florida's a good team, then. I'm not sure they're going back to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think he's done.
You think he's done?
Yeah. Well, like in the NHL, I'm sure he can have another college job somewhere in Canada. Maybe WHL wants to bring some fans in.
But then would they even want him, knowing that he was tasting that biscuit?
Yeah, because that's a big enough name that you could, that could bring a program to you, as long as it's not allocated. Allocate's the wrong word. as long as the allegations aren't
Oh yeah.
like too bad. The more that comes out, I'm sure the
It's just
NHLPA
really
is
controversial
looking into it.
though, right? Like
Yeah, but like a college program is going to benefit more
from a bit
even
of spice.
from a bit of spice.
Well,
Yeah.
we do like to keep it spicy. So I mean, hey Babcock, I just hope I hope you're having a better day today. And I hope you've learned a couple lessons about people's phones and your players, I guess.
I do too.
Well, not his players anymore. Womp womp. That sucks.
Oh, it's
Is
still
it
going.
still going? We're still emotional over here.
Oh, Mike Babcock,
Holy.
rest in peace, buddy. Professionally speaking,
He
yeah,
tried. He tried. Maybe he had good intentions. I don't know.
maybe you're too kind.
Maybe. I don't know.
Guess what's back, baby?
Oh boy.
Here
we go. We're back.
Put your C's up.
Put your C's
After
up.
50 long years. 15.
15.
Yeah, that's what this song came out in the Dome.
Oh my gosh. I remember this. This was my this song was my everything. Up is coming home.
I feel like a DJ over here with this theater next to me now. Oh, baby. Here's what I'm excited for. We've got a Flames report back, and that's going to be the intro music because I love that song. It's way better than that new song they tried that just went horribly. And there's no Stamps report this week because they are in a bye week, and they're making me sad.
They're breaking your heart these days.
Yes. And
Oh,
we're not
boy.
talking about that, though. So the Flames report, not a whole lot to talk about. First of all, preseason kicks off Sunday here in Calgary.
Guess who's singing?
Are you?
I am.
Oh, fun. What am I doing
Steve
Sunday?
texted me today, so I'm gonna be back.
I'll check my calendar if I have tickets to that one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the next couple games. So if
Perfect.
if our Flames
Say
Nation
hi,
citizens
baby.
are there and you see me around, come give me a high five and maybe a consensual hug.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Ask for permission first.
I will most likely say yes.
Yeah. You can find me in Penticton.
Not
wasn't
chilling
actually
in the
there,
dome.
but that's a cool. The Young Stars Classic just happened.
Yeah.
And if you're not familiar at all, this is just a really quick. It's preseason. It's for rookies. It's a complete prospect showcase. They do it in Penticton. There's 4 NHL teams. They're all Canadian. And let's face it, what a cool place to go have a glorified camp. You play a few exhibition games in a beautiful arena in like a hot area. So cool. So
I mean,
anyways,
an area that was just on fire, but it's not on fire anymore. So
I didn't mean hot like physically. Temperature wise, it's still hot. Flames went 2-1 on the weekend or the week, whatever you want to call it.
But wasn't the game before that? Didn't we just get like the shit kicked out of us?
Okay. So they got 7-1 thumping at the hands of the Abbotsford Canucks, which was the Vancouver Canucks, but a lot of players from Abbotsford. And that's the AHL team we play, right?
I know.
Okay. You had to look.
No,
sorry.
I'm saying I'm making this
I'm
face
not
because
trying to
we got.
I'm not trying to mansplain this.
No. I know you're not trying to mansplain this
good.
because I also sometimes just need updating. So
And if I ever am, you just say, Lyle, you are mansplaining that to me. I know damn well who the Abbotsford Canucks are. What I was going to say is they looked good at the end of last year. We had a late season against our late season series against Abbotsford, and they were playing well in the playoffs, and they gave the Wranglers all they could handle in that playoff round.
I do remember it was there was a point in that season where we thought like, oh, we got this in the bag, we're great.
Oh,
and
I
then
thought it was like Calder Cup or bust. Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, just kidding. So I do like a little bit of that, tension going on, right?
This pains me to say this, but the future is bright in Vancouver.
Oh,
I know that they got some good prospects. They're a fun style of hockey to watch. Anyways, maybe some chips on the shoulder of like getting beat out in the playoffs in their own arena, because there was a lot of Abbotsford Canucks on that Vancouver Canuck rookie roster.
Yeah,
they kicked the shit out of us.
I know.
7-1 touchdown, and the 1-point conversion is good.
It's good.
Anyways, despite that, they bounced back well. Klapka with the overtime winner against Edmonton. He had a great showcase, I thought, in the games I watched. I liked the looks of Karen's. Lipinski was good. Moran, which is actually Marin, but they say it Moran, which is the right way.
This is why pronunciation is always so important.
Anyways, those guys all looked great. I thought they really played some solid hockey after that 7-1 game. Good response. Good. This is essentially the AHL preseason of sorts, because now they'll have a mixture of NHL preseason, then the AHL kicks right off. So I found it fun to watch some of the Wranglers, some of the other prospects. Coronado, got a good look at him. Anyways, they beat Edmonton and they beat the Winnipeg Jets. in a bit more of a fashion, like a 4-3 fashion, I think. Edmonton overtime. They played a 10 a.m. game to finish it off, which is so strange, I'm
wow.
sure, for these pros. But
That probably sucked.
yeah, I mean, it's like the 10 a.m. and then you leave. That's these showcases work. I get it.
I know.
Anyways, cool. I would love that'd be a fun place to go for a few days because great hockey and the most
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a junior A hockey arena, but this thing looks like it's just like a palace of hockey.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Oh, yeah.
arena. The fans in Penticton are those rich Albertans retired down there. They're lucky people to watch the V's every day in that game or that arena.
My parents are retiring in Kelowna, so
yeah, I saw a picture of that house.
yeah, it's gonna
Nice.
come on over.
Oh, I will.
It's gonna
Yes.
be fun.
In
But,
Penticton?
Nope,
Oh,
West Kelowna. But
West Kelowna. You said
you
that.
could go visit my sister.
Yeah, okay. I just want to go watch this, but I'd also like to go see your parents' new house when it's open.
You could make like a run. You could
I'll-
go hockey. You could go to Peachland and go to the Gasthaus, which is my
Yeah.
favorite German restaurant there.
Yeah.
It is the best. Schnitzel night is my favorite thing there.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel, and then you go see Kiki. So
Yeah.
you
Kiki.
make a whole
you
trip
love
of it.
me.
So
Every time you say Kiki, I only think of that song.
I
And
know.
it doesn't matter what mood I'm in or what context it is. That song is in my head.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep.
Just gotta share that with you. So that's the Flames report. Like I said, they're back at it Sunday. You're singing the anthem. That's exciting. In other Flames Nation news, get it? Flames Nation? That's our network.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That's our network.
the pricing on the tickets were dropped for the general public of the Heritage Classic.
Oh,
Yeah,
ticket
not
prices.
not as bad as $2,000, but like
No.
a decent seat is $500 to $600 to sit outside Edmonton and watch a hockey game that's like 100 feet away. That's being generous. Hundreds of feet away.
Yeah, I
It
don't know.
seems a bit pricey. If you want to be way up high in Commonwealth, which is way up there, you can get a ticket for $176. Those are on Ticketmaster plus fees and
See,
taxes.
we were talking about this last season, and you were like, "We should all go. It's going to be so much
Yeah,
fun." And
I
now I'm
know.
like, I just don't think I want to.
So I thought we should like get a group together, like take a limo down,
limo,
really
yeah.
just treat ourselves.
Yeah,
But then, yeah,
I've been treating myself too much though, and I don't think I can
And-
treat myself again.
it's always unpredictable what's going to happen in an outdoor game. I don't think this one will have heavy weather factors because it's October, so it couldn't. But you never know what's going to happen, and I don't know. I went to a game in Edmonton last year when Calgary was playing, and they were so mean. I just
Yeah, I
rather
don't know.
save the money and stay here in our beautiful city. But anyways, if you're going, it's going to be fun. Edmonton hosts a heck of an outdoor game. They did a great job. They were the first outdoor game, I believe, in Canada, the Heritage Classic the first time.
Yeah,
This will be a lot warmer because it was like 2 months later in the year, I believe. But anyways, that's your ticket prices. Resale higher. Here's the thing, though. Right now, tickets aren't flying off the shelf.
they're not.
There's plenty available.
Oh,
And typically in Ticketmaster fashion, if you see plenty available, that means there's more that still can be released.
yeah. Or when they start like advertising, like we're like not a 2-for-1 deal, but they'll be like 10% off or whatever. Or even when you see somebody's like, this goes for any show that is ticketed.
Yeah.
They're saying, get your tickets now. They're almost gone. They're almost gone. They're not always almost gone. So
Yeah, if they were gone, they go real fast typically.
you
right?
would know. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm sure it'll sell out because Edmonton does love that team. I'm sure the 50-50 will be $7 billion because everyone spends like
Yeah.
the entry level. When we're like, do you want 1 for 5, 3 for 10?
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 or 50. There's like starts at 50 and then it goes up. But I'm pretty sure you can pay like,
Starts at 50.
yeah, I think you can go like, maybe not. I don't know. But people are spending 50, 100, 200. Like that's their go-to numbers. And
Like you're at a casino. You're just like boom, boom, boom.
And
Like
that is how their 50-50 pots, besides the online pump up,
I'm gonna do
grossly
a quick
outdo
little
ours.
search. I want to see the highest 50-50
In NHL?
in NHL.
I bet it's Edmonton.
Yeah?
That's my bet right now. Because it's 50-50 is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Canadian thing, and Edmonton owns that
It was 2020 by the looks of it.
during COVID.
Yeah.
So that was all online too then.
7 million.
Jeez Louise, that's a lot of money. So the winner takes home 3.5. And really what we call the 50-50 for the Edmonton Oilers is a tax out of Edmonton. You
That's
pay
so
your
nice.
chance. And if you are selected, you get to come move to Calgary or Penticton. Because you've got bank.
My God. You could finally get out of Edmonton with that money.
You can. You could buy yourself a really nice detached in Calgary and still have
change.
change.
Some change left over.
and I don't often plug my real estate business, but if you win the 50-50 in Edmonton, give me a
Talk
call.
to
I will
Lyle.
get you a nice place down here.
Yeah.
One more Flames thing. You showed me this earlier, but it was photo shoot day.
It was photo shoot
Like
day.
media day at the Dome.
Yeah. So like
Woo.
when you work for the Flames and you're friends with people who also work for the Flames, you get to see what's going on at the Dome on like kind of their like days off or in preparation for
Yep.
the season. And my wonderful buddy Austin Shaw was posting some really fun updates from the Dome today. And they were doing all of their photo and video shoot stuff for the upcoming season, and it looked so cool.
It looked like, okay, looked cool is one thing, but then like as a nerd to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No talent or training in, but I can admire when it looks great on the
Yeah.
screens. That's a cool setup they had in there. They had LED screens and backdrops and smoke bombs and lasers, and like that's pretty cool.
And I like there's nothing like a really like tightly done like video production that really helps the atmosphere of any game.
Yes.
Like I haven't seen a Vegas game, but I'm just imagining like, and I hear about how like, you know, showy their stuff is, and I'm like, we're really like we're working up there, we're getting there, and everything's looking really nice and slick, and I am so excited to see what they have in store for preseason, for home opener. It's just going to be cool, and like I wish I could be there just to be a fly on the wall.
Oh yeah.
And like and see the inner workings of what that like today at the Dome looks like.
Like,
you know?
the whole process. And you like that. I'd also like to see the editing process.
The editing process. Yeah.
Just like the putting it together and the physical, the plan.
Yeah.
That like the great minds like Steve are doing right now.
I know.
Incredible.
They're probably juggling so many different things, and it fascinates me to the nth degree. So I'm just so excited about this upcoming season.
We'll have more Dome stories and things from the Dome happening as the season goes on, because you know what? It's back. Okay. I had to bring this full circle. I didn't do an anthem last week because, of course, Mitch was guest hosting. You were in Vancouver, and he asked, "Do you have an anthem for me?" And I was like,
You're
no,
like, "Oh crap!"
I didn't think of that.
He
Sorry.
He did great though.
Yeah,
thank you.
I love
Thank
Mitch.
you, Mitch.
We
love you.
I promised him we're gonna have him back in because he did want to be here with you too.
Of course.
Yes. And here's the thing: Mitch wants to check in every few months on the emotional stability of Flames fans and how he's feeling. So he's a very in tuned personality to how the overall mood of the Sea of Red is. He's a fan. He works the game sometimes with Eau Claire. He's just very in tune. So we'll chat with him. Could it be jubilant? Could it be sad? Could it be hopeful? We'll find out. I said we'll do it like in October. You got to give him a little sample size. We can't just jump down to anyone's season throats.
I think we need to be a little bit into the season, not even just preseason, but like in it.
But I had this anthem as one of the ones that we have to go through at some point. It's not a bad anthem. It's a beautiful anthem. It's a very prestigious anthem, might I say.
Yeah.
And I thought this would kind of bring things full circle to where we started today.
Okay.
Fresh on your shirt. You're back from Vancouver.
Are you telling me that it's
Beyoncé?
Yay! Oh my gosh.
More importantly, from Obama's inauguration. You know this one?
Oh yeah.
It's a treat to the ears.
It's beautiful. Also, I think she's an alien. She's not even human. Like she's
Ladies and gentlemen,
beautiful.
Beyoncé.
Oh my god. How?
With such control, eh?
Yeah.
And she looks stunning in this.
When does she not look stunning though, right? Like she's taking us on a journey with this anthem.
Does this kind of get you excited to sing the American anthem?
Yeah.
Me too. I don't sing it, but I would do it now.
I just remember how important that moment was in history. Like for Obama, for people of color, for Beyonce, for freaking everybody. It was
the
just
world
so
watched this.
Yeah, it was very exciting. And I don't even know a heck of a lot about politics, but I just remember the hopeful feeling of the whole world.
I was just going to say, I feel hope.
Yeah.
Because that was his slogan.
Yeah.
Hope.
Oh, man. She's incredible. Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like,
I'm sorry, I'm just stuck in old Beyonce's trance there.
I know. It's incredible. I can't hear the anthem anymore in my ears. There it is.
I just pressed a button. It was still going. Don't you worry.
Okay, perfect. It was still going. We're back.
We were never gone.
Yep.
Take it home. Take it home, Queen.
Wow. I know. This was such a special one. Oh! Wow. Wow. She can do no wrong.
It's
Just wait.
Beyonce season.
Woo! Wow. Yeah, that was nice. I can only aspire to do something the fraction of that. Like that was really great.
If one day you come out at a Wranglers game and just really take your time, I'll know you're having your Beyonce moment. I'll be like, everyone, shut up.
Everybody shut
Well,
up.
they're already shut up because they're always quiet for your anthem, but everyone, shh.
Yeah.
It's your Beyonce moment.
This is her moment. Everybody shut up, please.
I'll know because it'll be how you start. Slow. Really building.
Because I usually just go like a nice brisk tempo.
Makes the hair in the back of your neck stand up.
There's a couple anthems, and they're normally like Super Bowl anthems or presidential inauguration anthems that like I remember tweeting about it. I think it was
No, sorry. Can't say that.
Oh, we can't say tweet. Hey,
no, you X'd it.
I X'd shit. Also, did you hear that they might be charging to just simply use Twitter now?
Oh, I'll be so gone.
I'm like,
no,
bye, X, sorry, bye.
Bye.
Like, you're really dragging this thing through the mud, hey? But no, I remember they're like talking about it online and being like, even Chris Stapleton's anthem or Lady Gaga's anthem. I was like, that made me proud to be an American, and I'm from Canada.
Yeah,
like
we've said this before. The American anthem is it's epic.
It's
an epic song.
and ours is still just
is beautiful.
But there's the Canadian anthem is very Canadian and the American is very American, and it's like it's just great. But I don't know. I think that there's I'm gonna be hopeful, just like that anthem made me feel. And
hope,
there's going to be good, exciting, hair-raising moments this season.
I can't wait for your Beyonce moment. I will say this though, from Obama's perspective. How
is he your bestie?
How badass is it that you got Beyonce to sing your inauguration? That's like a halftime Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like that's
listen, but if you're going to be the president, you get to take your pick essentially.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not an avid U.S. politic buff, but I don't think they're all that big of names that come out there to do it.
Sometimes.
Name one other one.
Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, you just pulled that out of your ass right away.
Yeah,
good job.
I watch these things like all the time.
You would watch that performance.
Yeah, and I know nothing about politics, so I'm just like, I just think that these big like historic moments are really important in history in general, and when they involve like entertainment, it's so interesting to watch because sometimes it's even like strategically. Who are they going to choose to essentially represent them?
What's the tone they're going to set from that first anthem?
I remember even, it wasn't even an anthem performance, but the night of the election between Hillary Clinton and Trump, I think Katy Perry was supposed to perform if Hillary won.
Ew.
No, but it was just
not Katy Perry, Hillary.
I don't know. I just think
Lock
that it
her
would
up.
have, like I said, I don't know anything about politics. I'm going to say that right now. But if it was a win for the ladies, imagine hearing firework after a big old win for the ladies of the world. Okay, that would have been nice.
Do you know then who did the anthem for Trump?
I don't.
I looked it up. It's Jackie Evancho.
Oh, I know who she was.
Jackie,
she was a winner of America's Got Talent, but she was a little girl when she did America's Got Talent. So I mean,
so you're telling me
you didn't get Beyonce. So.
You're telling me Obama got Beyonce, and this is not political here. I'm not going to tell you which way I lie on the Obama-Trump spectrum.
Yeah,
it's not to either extreme. I'll tell you that much. But Jackie Ivanko?
Yeah.
That's what you got?
And Biden had Lady Gaga. So, wow. Listen, Trump, you probably could have paid somebody a lot more for that. You could have like given an incentive, but I don't know. It's just it's interesting to me to see how all of these things play out. But
right, we talked politics. You want to chat about
no more politics?
Religion next?
No, I really don't.
I'm so happy you're back in the city. I'm excited for next week. It's going to be a busy week for me. I'm going to plug one more time. The Alberta Junior Hockey League is here all week. I am chairing the tournament, so I'm going to be a busy boy from Wednesday to Sunday. There is a lot of great hockey.
I wish I could be there on Saturday, but my best friend is getting married.
I also gave you the wrong dates. You said
the 27th was a Saturday.
The 27th. Are you free? You saw the 27th. I saw Saturday. Anyways, it's all good. I forgive you.
You forget. Listen, I would be there if I could.
Hockey fans in this city, though, I'm going to say this really quick. Get your tickets. Come hang out. It's a cool hockey subculture of the Canucks there. You don't have to spend the big ticket dollars. You don't have to pay for parking. You can take a C train to get to Max Bell. Anyways, 4 games a day. The best teams from across Alberta. All 16 will be there. What more can I say on a local artist standpoint? Our friends from Ranchmans have brought the Ranchman stage inside the Max Bell.
Very fun.
So we'll have guys like Devin Cooper, our friend.
Yes.
Brendan Lorenzo.
Oh, wow.
I was saying Michela Sheedy on other things, but that's fine because I screwed up the dates.
Listen, if I could change the date of my best friend's wedding to be there, I would. But
we have a dozen artists, including Indigenous drummers and dancers on Friday to celebrate Truth and Reconciliation, a day of caring, we're calling it.
That's nice. I love that.
Anyways, I've been doing a lot of media things about this tournament, so I had to plug that to our own fans. So come say hi and check it out next week. But I will chat with you on like Monday, Tuesday, and we'll go live on Wednesday like we always do.
Perfect.
Right? We're back.
Perfect. We're back. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up from here, Lyle.
That was a fun show. Thank you for taking me on a journey to Beyonce.
We went to Beyonce. We tasted the biscuit. We talked politics. We talked about Babcock and his fall from glory.
Mark Babcock.
Yeah. So there's it's been a roller coaster of an episode.
I hope that song is not in my head tonight, but I got a sneaking suspicion it might be.
Oh, you're going to be tasting that biscuit. It's going to be great. Okay, FlamesNation Citizens, we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long-form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.